You know who the blonde lady escorting? Are they on the chairs? Are these on our chairs?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. James Perry, the Executive Dean for the Verde Valley Campus and the Sedona Center. I have the honor of welcoming you to this 48th annual commencement of Yavapai College. The Star Spangled Banner will be sung tonight by Maya Sharat. Please rise and join us for the singing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the
Students and guests, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of the platform party who provide leadership and support for Yavapai College. Dr. Lisa Ryan, President of Yavapai College. Ms. Deb McCaslin, Board Member. Mr. Paul Chevalier, Board Member. Dr. Ron Liss, Vice President for Instruction and Student Development. Mr. Tim Alinsky, Mayor of Cottonwood. Dr. Matt Piercy, President of the Faculty Association and Senate. Ms. Shenandoah Sterling, Student Speaker. Ms. Cami Kowaleski, Director, Alumni Relations. And seated in the audience tonight, Dr. Clint Ewell, Vice President for Finance and Administrative Services. And Mr. Rodney Jenkins, Vice President for Community Relations. And now, will the faculty please stand so that the graduates can acknowledge you one final time. Please stay standing. Go ahead and be seated. Today marks the beginning for our students as they make the transition to the next phase of their lives and their careers. They have achieved their goal, but it was not done alone. They had you, friends, families, classmates, to support and encourage them through the journey. So tonight, we also honor you who have played a meaningful part in the lives of these graduates. At this time, I would ask that all parents of graduating students stand and receive your well-deserved recognition. All parents. I would also like to recognize the spouses and children of today's graduates. Spouses and children, please rise. We don't want to discriminate. Are there any grandparents and great-grandparents in the audience as well? Family members, friends, supporters, all stand, please. Congratulations to you all. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement dignitary today to say a few words to our graduates. Mayor Tim Alinsky, City of Cottonwood. Tim Alinsky was born and raised in Arizona and spent his childhood along the banks of the East Verde River north of Payson. After spending time in the Pacific Northwest and Eastern Europe, Alinsky moved to the Verde Valley and purchased his home in Old Town Cottonwood, where he now lives with his wife, Ruth Ellen, and two beautiful daughters. Alinsky is a licensed contractor who specializes in historic restoration. Alinsky formed the Cottonwood Historic Preservation Commission, served on the City Council, and formerly served on Cottonwood's Planning and Zoning Commission. Mr. Tim Alinsky.
Good evening, Rough Riders. How are you? Sure know how to lead a procession. That was great. This is very exciting to be here tonight. Thank you so much, Dr. Ryan, Dean Perry, for the invitation. It's really an honor to be here. This is quite a moving occasion, really. So I'm so proud to be standing in front of you all. So I'm Mayor Tim Alinsky. I'm the mayor of Cottonwood. I've been the mayor just on my first term as mayor. It's really 2 years now, but I've, believe it or not, served for about 15 years. here in Cottonwood as an elected official. So I was just 12 years old when I was elected. As Dean Perry mentioned, I did grow up here in Arizona and was raised in a rural community, very rural. In fact, north of Payson, there was just about 15 full-time residents out there. So rural is very important to me. I love serving in a rural community. I'm raising my two daughters here in a rural community. And it's just really, I think, special. I think all of you here tonight recognize the value of being in a rural community. So what I want to talk about just briefly, and I'm going to keep it brief because I'm renting my gown and caps. I need to have it back here shortly. The community college education is extremely important to me as mayor. So I've really been trying to challenge my council to understand the importance of education, pre-K all the way through post-secondary. And we're really fortunate here in a rural community to have such a great resource as Yavapai College. We don't have these same opportunities all throughout Arizona, but Yavapai College is really a stellar community college. We're lucky to have it here. So I'm trying to do everything I can as mayor to support education, as I said, and to challenge our council to recognize the importance of it because it's directly linked to a strong economy. I think you all know that. The reason you're getting a degree is probably so you can get a better job, so you can get more money. It's pretty obvious. But we sometimes don't make that link as elected officials. So I'm really trying to encourage our council to see that. And also it helps create a vibrant community, which is just looking across the room tonight. I think that's exactly what this graduating class means to me is vibrancy. And that's what this community college provides. So the other thing that I really appreciate about community colleges is that they're uniquely situated to help a community grow and really define what a community is. And a great example of that here on the Verde campus is our Southwest Wine Center, which is just a stellar program. It's through, influential leadership like from Tom Schumacher, who really helped get this program off the ground. What I really love about that program is that it speaks more to the roots of Cottonwood. A lot of people don't realize that Cottonwood was an agricultural community when it was first founded. The mine industry sort of stripped away the good soil, but now we're really returning to those roots. And I think Yavapai College has recognized that and is really helping us get back to our roots as a community here. So it's very exciting to see. So many of you are graduating, you're going to head off. Some of you will head off and move to other communities. I would just ask that you consider coming back to Cottonwood. Many of you will stay here and you'll be able to explore all the great options and opportunities that we have here. It's a very exciting time to serve in Cottonwood. It's an exciting time to live in Cottonwood in the Verde Valley. There's a lot of growth, a lot of potential here. But just keep in mind that here at this community college, and my wife and myself, we've gone through community colleges. We recognize the value. Everybody that you've made contact with here, from the faculty and staff, we've all been very concerned about your success. We've all tried very hard to make sure that you are successful. So as you move on, you go on to other adventures. Please have as many adventures as you possibly can, but do consider coming back and serving here in this community that cares so much about you. And if you are staying here, please consider serving in this community that cares so much about you, because everyone here standing behind me, in front of me, we all care about your success. So congratulations to you all, and thank you very much for having me here this evening.
Thank you, Mayor Alinsky. The Yavapai College faculty have guided these graduates through their academic coursework and prepared them well. I'm now pleased to introduce the president of the Faculty Association and Senate, Dr. Matt Piercy, who will address the graduates on behalf of the faculty. Dr. Piercy is a science professor who has taught at Yavapai College for 12 years. He received his Bachelor of Science in Molecular Biology and Biochemistry from the University of Idaho in 1998 and his PhD in Molecular and Cellular Biology from the Center for Infectious Disease and Vaccinology at Arizona State University in 2006. Currently serving as the president of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Piercy also serves as peer reviewer for the Higher Learning Commission, a regional college accreditor. Outside of his teaching, he is an avid rock climber and works as a Grand Canyon guide, guiding the river, Colorado River, during the summer. A native of Idaho, he loves the desert Southwest and plans to spend the rest of his life in Arizona, where he is never cold. Dr. Matt Piercy.
Fellow students, thank you for allowing me to say a few words this evening. What I think we should do is take a couple of moments to reflect on what you've accomplished, and then let's talk about the future. What you've accomplished here at Yavapai College is going to have a positive effect on your life, your family's life, and our community. According to the Census Bureau, college graduates earn $1 million more over a career than people who don't graduate from college. College-educated adults smoke less, exercise more, are more likely to breastfeed their babies. I have to sneak in some anatomy and physiology at some point. And have lower obesity rates. Also, college-educated people are more likely to engage in volunteer work, vote, and are more likely to donate to charity. Children of adults with higher levels of education have higher cognitive skills and engage in more educational activities than other children. An increasing body of evidence suggests that as educational attainment increases, dementia prevalence decreases. So it's no exaggeration to say that you've changed the trajectory of your life, your family's life, and you've made our community a better place. So congratulations and thank you. Before I started teaching here at Yavapai College, I worked in a virology lab. We studied how viruses interact with the human immune system, and we used that knowledge to develop vaccines. The best part of that job was the meetings, believe it or not. We would sit for hours discussing our research and vehemently disagreeing with each other. The variety of opinions, the opposing viewpoints, and conflicting ideas were healthy and absolutely vital for our success. The hierarchy of the lab was healthy to the point that the newest student could challenge the reasoning of the principal investigator. When we disagreed in that manner, it stretched our minds, broadened our perspectives, and ultimately enabled us to chart the best path forward. According to a recent survey by the World Economic Forum, the top 5 most concerning world issues are religious conflicts, poverty, inequality, wars, and climate change. These are much larger issues than those tackled in my lab, but the path to solving them is the same. We're not going to solve the problems looming in our future if we have the mindset that those who disagree with us are enemies, to be mocked, silenced, shouted down, or harassed. When we deny others the chance to speak and surround ourselves with people exactly like us, it's easy to reinforce the ideas that we've always had. Eleanor Roosevelt said that small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, and great minds discuss ideas. If we have the confidence to sift through all ideas, maybe we'll find the ones that will enable us to chart our path forward. I hope that during your tenure here at Yavapai College, you've been exposed to ideas and philosophies different than yours. I hope you've embraced the idea that you can disagree with an idea without denigrating the person with the idea. I hope that you talk ferociously like you're right, but listen intently like you're wrong. During the 20th century, 300 million people died of smallpox. The virus was eradicated in 1980. In 1952, 58,000 people contracted polio in the United States. When was the last time you heard of someone contracting polio? The reason that those horrific diseases disappeared off the face of the earth was because of vaccines. In 1998, an article was published that linked the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine to autism. I think that most people have heard of this. In 2010, the paper was retracted because of scientific misrepresentation and ethical violations. Much fewer people are aware of the retraction. For the last 20 years, large epidemiology studies conducted in the United States, Denmark, Japan, England, and many others have shown that there is no link between vaccines and autism. So far this year in the US, there have been 7 outbreaks of measles in 6 different states. In the country of Madagascar alone, 115,000 people have been infected by measles, and it's killed 1,200 of them. The vast majority of these outbreaks are in places with large populations of unvaccinated people. Why are there so many unvaccinated people? The internet and social media is filled with information that is false. People make important life decisions based on information that is just flat wrong. While on the internet the other day, I saw a quote attributed to George Washington that said, "Don't believe everything you see on the internet." So, if you didn't think that was funny, we teach history classes here at the college too. So wise words from our founding father. I hope that while you've been here at Yavapai College, you've learned to critically analyze the information that bombards us all every day. I hope you've thought long and hard about your biases, your experiences, your beliefs, and your assumptions. I hope you've developed and practiced the ability to engage in reflective and independent thinking. I hope that you use those skills to make reasoned judgments about the ideas around you. Aristotle said that it is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. That was true 2,300 years ago, and it's still true today. If we can embrace this advice, we can live in a place where freedom, diversity, inclusion, and democracy thrive. This is the environment where problems are solved and progress is made. Sometimes during the educational process, you learn something, and sometimes you unlearn something that you may have believed for a very long time. I believe that education is a process that gives us all those skills, and that those skills will serve you well. I hope that the curriculum provided for you here at Yavapai College has both trained and educated you well. I believe that the skills you've acquired here make the future an extremely exciting and hopeful one. I'm going to leave you with my favorite quote by Goethe. And here's the quote: "Whatever you can do or dream you can do, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it." So it doesn't matter if you want to climb a mountain, row a boat, start a business, or get a more advanced degree. It doesn't matter if you don't think you can do it. The only thing that really matters is that you start down the path. If you have the audacity to begin something, I think that with commitment and hard work, each of you will find that you have exactly what it takes to achieve it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Piercy. Since this ceremony celebrates student achievement, we are now honored to hear from our student speaker, Shenandoah Sterling. Shenandoah is graduating from Yavapai College as a Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society student with an Associates of Art degree and a certificate in creative writing. Shenandoah will transfer to Northern Arizona University to pursue a bachelor's degree in English and certification to teach English as a second language. For 16 years, she and her husband have called the Southwest home. She loves all genres of books. She's an avid hiker, kayaker, and camper. When she is not volunteering, you can find her under a tree with her nose in a book. Shenandoah Sterling.
Wow, look at all of you tonight. Thank you so much for having me here. It is my joy to welcome you here today to Yavapai College, Verde Valley Campus graduation ceremony. Good job, everybody. I am truly honored to be here tonight and address Yavapai College's governing board members, the college president, Dr. Lisa Ryan, the Verde Valley and Sedona campus deans, Dr. James Perry, Dr. Barbara Walk, and Heather Mulclair. Thank you. The amazing faculty, staff, dear parents, grandparents, family, friends, and fellow classmates, I want to welcome you to this momentous occasion. My name is Shenandoah Sterling, and I stand a year shy of a half a century upon this planet, a non-traditional student who's about to be a first-generation college graduate. Through the decades, yeah. I know, right? Through those decades, I held on to the prospect of obtaining a college degree. I knew in order to walk through the doors of my future, I needed to begin this long-awaited dream. When I first came to Yavapai College, I was not sure if I had what it took to be back in school almost 30 years after graduating high school. From that first meeting with an advisor, excitement replaced my fears. On the first day of class, my professors welcomed me with open hearts, offered encouragement, and a willingness to answer my many, and I mean many, questions. On campus, there was more than one occasion when I had a lost look on my face, and before I could ask for help, a staff member walking by said, "Can I help you?" Thank you, Teresa, wherever you are. Halfway through my first semester, I felt like I belonged and that my dream was finally obtainable. As I moved into my second year, I desired to reciprocate to this amazing campus, and I began to inquire about clubs and organizations. I discovered the importance of college projects that reached out to students and this amazing community. By joining Phi Theta Kappa, it led me to be a part of numerous groups, committees, clubs, and mentorship. Each endeavor introduced me to new people on campus and in the community, which assisted in my college career. By giving my time in return, I created lasting friendships and received an overwhelming support to succeed. Okay, I'm going to try not to cry for this next part. During my time on the Verde Valley campus, I have found a family of heart. To all the staff, my gratitude is beyond words. Faculty, you have been amazing beyond anything I could have ever expected. Your imprint will walk with me in the decades ahead and ripple to the lives I will touch. And I thank each of you for your caring spirits. As many of you know, the journey of a college student endures long hours bent over textbooks, getting to work on time, taking care of family, and reaching out to friends. We all juggle schedules and intensify when a semester is in session. As students, we turn to our family and friends for support. They understand when you choose to write a paper or study for a test over an outing because they care about your college success too. Many days start before the rising of the sun and end well after the moon is high in the evening sky. There were times my husband sat silently in my office while I watched an amoeba video for a biology class, or listened as I read to him a passage or poem written 200 years ago that still carries meaning today. When I'm tired, my husband nudges me, the boot to the behind, to get into the office to finish that assignment. He jokes, telling people he makes appointments with me just to see me during the semester. Every step of the way, he's beside me. Thank you, honey. I wish to say to the parents, to the grandparents, to the family and the friends, I extend a thank you from each of us to you tonight for all your love, your caring, and your support. My fellow classmates, there is beauty in life as it unfolds if one is courageous enough to take the first step. Each one of you has accomplished that hard task, the first step, and I wish you much congratulations. I want you to take the foundations of success gained here at Yavapai College into tomorrow, next week, and the years to follow. Do not stop dreaming and setting new goals. There will be moments when that road turns opposite of the desired direction. Just stop and remember all the hurdles you sprinted over to be where you are right now. Each new goal is your future you hold lovingly in your hearts. So often we only celebrate the small milestones. So often we only celebrate only the big milestones, but what about all the little milestones that assisted you? Every assignment fulfilled brought you to where you are right now. each small completion a reason to celebrate. As you venture into your future, remember to celebrate each small accomplishment as they occur. I wish you a fabulous night rejoicing this milestone, but also invite you to ponder the next steps you will take. Wherever your journey takes you, be it onto a 4-year university, embarking into a chosen career, outreaching into your community, or striving to help others obtain their dreams, I know you're going to be successful. I always state that I give thanks for what I'm about to receive, an attitude of gratitude. Tonight, I am humbly grateful to Yavapai College and excited for a fabulous future unfolding, not only for myself, but for each of you here tonight. I thank you so much and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Shenandoah.
Dr. Ryan, please join us at the podium. This year, we are pleased to honor retired faculty members with faculty emeritus status. So first, will Mrs. Diana Dewan please join us on the podium? Diana's 28 years of dedicated service to the students of Yavapai College featured cooperative learning methods in math classes. Through her guidance, students were able to see the problem and contribute to the solution by working together. Professor Dwan created the Math Made Easy course, designed to teach ways to perform basic math operations that were easier than traditional methods, with the goal of convincing students that they could succeed in math. Professor Dwan continues to serve Yavapai College today by tutoring at the Verde Valley Learning Center. Congratulations, Professor Dwan. Will Mr. Paul Ewing please join us at the podium? Paul Ewing served Yavapai College students, faculty, and the citizens of Yavapai County for 28 years. During that time, Professor Ewing was not only teaching and lecturing on a variety of liberal course studies, but he was also integral to the growth and development of the Verde Valley campus. He is best remembered for his presentations as Stalin or as Socrates, keeping his students enthralled as they learned the history being presented. His colleagues expressed, from registering students at the local grocery store to lecturing honor students at the ruins of Athens Agora, Professor Ewing's dedication and enthusiasm were the benchmark for this institution. His legacy as an educator and as a colleague lives on. Mr. Ewing now resides in Spring Arbor, Michigan. Thank you, Paul.
We will now enjoy the song Astonishing, performed by the Women's Ensemble.
I'd ever want. My attic all I know how to proceed. I only know I'm meant for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. There's a life that I am meant to lead, a life like nothing I have known. I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even now I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I am aching to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing, astonishing, astonishing. I'll find my way. I'll find it far away. I'll find it in the unexpected and unknown. I'll find my life in my own way, my way today. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I'll shout and start a riot, be anything but quiet. Christopher Columbus, I'll be astonishing, astonishing,
It is my distinct pleasure to present these men and women who are graduating this evening. I, as the president of Yavapai, of Yavapai College, Dr. Lisa Ryan, and District Governing Board member, Ms. Deb McCaslin, to please join me at the podium. Each of the graduates will be crossing the stage from the audience left to right. That's the audience left to right. I have to, get that backwards. According to the degree they are receiving. Announcing the graduates' names will be Ms. Tanya Sheldall, Associate Vice President and Dean of Student Development. Will the degree and certificate candidates please stand?
By virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona, I now confer upon you the degree or certificate for which you have qualified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Students, please be seated. Please come forward as your names are read.
Our first graduate today with an Associate of Arts degree is Shenandoah Sterling. Fernando Cuotenango Diaz. Nicholas Contreras.
Yeah, my boy!
Laura E. Sandoval. Luis R. Gudino Vega. Kendra D. Alcorn. Sierra Ebert. Yasmin C. Montano. Ruby R. Rocha. Denisha Ozuna. Summer M. Durant. Deanna Patton. Dash Cheatham. Viola M. Logston. And our last graduate with the Associate of Arts is Holly D. Mainhart. And our first graduate with the Associate of Science is Erin L. Klein. Alyssa M. Klein. Emily A. Klein. Manu V. Hailami. And our first student graduating with the Associate of General Studies degree is Megan H. Dimmick Fish. Makel L. Silversmith. Elizabeth Ray. Nicole M. Sibley. Ian Flannery. Laura B. Ludwig. Joel Diaz. Caleb J. Williams. And our last graduate with the Associate of General Studies, Leland L. Dorr III. The first student graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree is Christopher D. Brinkmeyer. Grace R. Jackson. Dustin A. Chambliss. Alex J. Reed. Catherine L. Smith.
Good job, Dad.
Tabitha Olivas. Wanda D. Perret. Don M. Canfield. Jennifer M. Aguilar. Brandon W. Moeller. Leah M. Taylor. Brina A. Vanderpool. Susan K. Young. Jenny L. Langmack. Patricia King. Darian Kippena. Kelly O'Connor. Shannon L. Wolf. Sierra Shaw. Jonathan Goleen. Mele Colston. Terry L. Tapia. Emily Reed. Timber D. McLean. Michelle L. Shanley. Caleb A. Rundlet. David A. Golitz. And our last student with the Associate of Applied Science degree is Aaron Leffler. And our first student graduating with the certificate is Aria A. Harness. Brenna Church. Lily A. Sanchez. Bernice Guadarrama. Anna Steckline. Erica J. Robinson. Amber R. Gibbons. Cadence J. Nisley Kalachi. Ashley C. McCracken. Estefana Para Romero. Noemi R. Fernandez Figueroa. Norma G. Vara. Belani N. Castorena. Helena Molina. Danny J. Schultz. AJ Brandt. Caitlin L. Shield. Grace Mullins. Kayla Espinoza. Damiana B. Rocha. Melissa Gonzalez. Stephanie Bourne. Miley Moore. Megan E. Montgomery. Braden K. Feldkeller. Grace J. Isom Vensis. Cassandra Zonzinger. Sebastian S. Burdez. Forrest Hartley. Nicholas Corrales. Ariana L. Liu. Avery E. Page. Victoria A. Trujillo. Kaya S. Raymer Lowell. Christopher L. Holdgraffer. Griffin Franklin. Angela L. Betancourt. Shelby Rauschkolb. Athena Oskowitz. Spencer Anthony. Tiana Varela. Rebecca N.K. Natalie Manji. Eduardo Encinas. Rogelio J. Nahara. Stephanie R. Case. Gisela Bustamante. Brianna Epperson. Jacob A. Amiss. Nathaniel V. Kanabi. Brooklyn T. Robach. Kevin A. Van Aken. Cheyenne M. White. Alex A. Villalobos. Jacob Campy. Elian E. Ruiz. Cynthia Dodona. Vance Bennett. Pamela S. Damel. Stephen Jones. Timothy C. Hudnall. Mitchell Levy. Jacob Crosby. And our last graduate tonight is Peter G. O'Carroll.
Well, how was that? Is that awesome? How's that feel? Yeah. So this is my first graduation ceremony as the 10th president of Yavapai College. And we've always clothed our scholars in academic regalia. The gowns and the hoods are worn by members of the academic procession and are distinctive for each degree that's been earned by the one who wears it. The academic tam or the mortarboard are a sign of the freedom of scholarship, with the flowing gown a symbol of the democracy of scholarship, as it covers clothing that could indicate rank or social stratum. Today, I start two new traditions that add symbolism and significance to this important ceremony. These are the inclusion of the mace and the presidential medallion. The mace is carried by the college marshal, and it signifies that this proceeding has official sanction and that the college's board has governing authority. The mace is only present when the president and the district governing board are in attendance and in full regalia. As an ancient symbol of authority, it reminds us that colleges are custodians both of the enduring traditions of learning and of the power that they bestow upon those who come to learn. Our mace was designed and handcrafted in-house by our college faculty and staff. Chris Wade Jones from 3D Visual Arts, Austin Wade Jones from Engineering, Laura Blumenstein from Ceramics, Bill Boy, staff in 3D Visual Arts in the Woods program, Alex Horst in Jewelry, and Keith Horst in Lapidary. The President's Medallion is worn by the President at official ceremonies. This medallion, made from bronze, bears the college's seal representing the President's responsibility to the sound education of each and every student. The medallion was also designed and handcrafted in-house by our faculty, staff, and YC family. Chris Wade Jones in 3D Visual Arts, Richard Hartley in Computer Numerical Controls, Amy Fruchter, staff in Graphic Design, and Annette Hernandez, part of the YC extended family, all contributed. Please join me in a round of applause to thank all the talented in-house artisans for participating in this labor of love. And importantly, creating these symbols for the college and for this esteemed ceremony. Students, this day is all about you and dreams realized. Graduates, with a show of hands, how many of you believe in the power of your dreams? Never let it be said that to dream is a waste of one's time, for dreams are our realities in waiting. I'll say that again, dreams are our realities in waiting. In dreams, we plant the seeds of our future. Dreams motivate and inspire. They cause us to persevere under difficult circumstances, and they create a focus in our lives. Dreams matter for students and for the college. I admit that I'm a dreamer. I take pride in what our college is today, and at the same time, I dream of what it can be tomorrow. I have very little patience for naysayers and doubters. Give me a dreamer any day, and particularly if they have the capacity and the courage to pursue dreams no matter what obstacle they may encounter. Our college stands on the cusp of an exciting new era, in large measure because we've not lost our capacity to dream, nor our commitment to act on those dreams, no matter what we may confront. Our dreams for Yavapai College continue to be ambitious, and they permeate the college at every level. It's these dreams that motivate the college to pursue excellence in our relationships with one another, excellence in service to our students and our community, and excellence in holistic learning of our students, all with an eye toward becoming the model for the modern community college that's deeply rooted in the dreams of our students and the dreams of our community. All of our graduates have a dream, and they also have a story. The beautiful thing about this community college is the diversity in age and types of students that attend. Our youngest graduate today is Isaac Bean. Isaac was born in 2003. He's 15, and he's completing a certificate in the Culinary Arts Fundamentals. Our oldest graduate is Mr. Jerome Mullen, born in 1935. He's 83. And he is completing a certificate in enology. In fact, we have 135 graduates that are under the age of 18 this year and 78 graduates over the age of 50. Kevin Van Aken had a dream. Kevin's a senior at Mingus Union High School, and he's a JTED student completing the automotive technician certificate. Kevin received his certificate by enrolling in the early college program at YC. He'll have completed a total of 29 college credits in both automotive and English. Kevin has been accepted into ASU's highly competitive College of Engineering, which is a true testament to what the early college program can do to support and accelerate a student's education. Kevin, if you're here today, please stand and be recognized. Dustin Chambliss also had a dream. Dustin graduated high school from Mingus and Cottonwood in 1995, and then he pursued a career at the fire department. He was hired on as a reserve firefighter with the Verde Rural. He started taking classes at Yavapai College in 1997, and in 2003, he started to work for the college as an adjunct instructor for the fire academy. But working full-time, raising 3 kids, and teaching put his degree on hold. He was promoted to captain in 2013 and started slowly taking classes again. In 2017, with the help of a skilled advisor, Andrea, he learned that he could complete 2 degrees with the certificate or with the credits he had accumulated. He has now completed both degrees, and he's been promoted to the position of battalion chief. Dustin, if you're here today, please stand and be recognized. And then Manu Halami had a dream. Manu claims that people who live in the Verde aren't really aware of the jewel that is YC that exists in their own backyard. Manu says he experienced the struggles common to many mature students, career dissatisfaction and stagnation, juggling multiple responsibilities, and the grind of schoolwork. He'd been a tutor, a sought-after tutor on campus, and is graduating with Associate of Science and transferring to NAU to pursue a bachelor's in mathematics. But he's quick to credit support from his advisor, Linda Evans, mentors, Professor Shane Gibson, Joanne Glick, Richard Kiesel, and the eminent Professor Diane Dwan, who is now faculty emeritus. He thanks them for teaching him good habits and being a shining example of academic professionalism. His bosses, Chad Scott and Lisa Kyle Simpson, and importantly, his life partner, Anella Plunkett, to whom he dedicates this victory. Manu, are you here today? And if so, please stand and be recognized. The Klein family also had a dream. Today, this family is 3 times proud of their triplets that are graduating today. Alyssa Klein, Emily Klein, and Aaron Klein are each graduating with an Associate of Science degree. I'm curious to know if each one of them completed a third of those classes. Of course, I'm kidding. But Alyssa, Emily, and Aaron, if you're here today, please stand and be recognized. Once a person finds within itself the strength to persevere under trying circumstances, life is never the same again. What we now know about ourselves is that no matter what challenges may come our way, we have the strength to prevail. I can't tell you what you're going to confront in the years ahead, but I can tell you that no matter what you confront, it will not outstrip your capacity to deal with it. To the hundreds of dreamers here today, the college salutes you and wants you to know that Yavapai College has been blessed by your presence and engagement with us, and we are humbled and proud to be part of your personal story. And now, graduates, would you please stand? I now invite you to move your tassel from the right to the left, signifying that you now claim title to the academic degree that you have earned. Graduates, it is official. You may be seated.
We're almost there. Good evening, I'm Cami Koboleski, the Director of Alumni Relations, and on behalf of the Alumni Association, I want to congratulate and welcome you as the newest Yavapai College alumni. You now belong to a group of over 162,000 people who have benefited from their educational pursuits here at Yavapai College. We wish you great success as you enter the next phase of your life. The education you received at Yavapai College has equipped each of you to excel, to lead, to prosper, and to be agents of change in a global society. At Yavapai College, we believe you can. You can achieve, you can excel. As you soar, we want you to stay connected to your alma mater. Remember, your dream started here. The Alumni Association hopes to see you at one of our events, like Homecoming in October. Connect with us on social media and stay in touch through our alumni webpage, which is currently under renovation. That's a plug for marketing. We welcome your participation and can't wait to hear and share your success stories. You carry with you the spirit of Yavapai College. Again, welcome to the Yavapai College Alumni Association and congratulations on this amazing achievement.
Thank you, Cami. Cami is the Director of Alumni Relations for the college. After the recessional, and I invite you all, guests and students, to a reception outside of Building I. Guests, please remain seated until all students have cleared the pavilion. Best wishes to all of you and keep dreaming.